Hello, welcome to the video. So I will be talking about in this video lesson 1.2 or Coulomb's law. So this will be technically just a continuation of what we already discussed in lesson 1. Lesson 1 was just a touch base no or giving you an idea of what are the basics of electric charges. Okay, so this time we will be trying to compute the force, the attractive force or the repulsive force between charges. Okay, specifically just one or two or maybe three or multiple charges present in a particular system. When I say system, it means an area where charges are present, okay, or just certain charges are present. Okay, so we will go over the objectives no, of this lesson. So the first objective will be to predict the direction of the net force in a charge in a system of charges. So we'll be able to identify no kung asa parong ang direction sa ato ang net charge or net force in a system of charges. Kung asa magkaha siya ang force naka-direct o siya nakatudlo. Okay? Also state the Coulomb's law kung unsay pasabot sa Coulomb's law or unsay gitry o compute sa Coulomb's law, and calculate the net electric force in one-dimensional and two-dimensional problems. Okay? So later we will be having calculations sa pag-compute sa net electric force sa charges nato nga naa sa usa ka system. Okay? And also solve problems involving electrostatic forces in the context of system of point charges. Okay? So when I say electric charge, it means a point where an electric charge is present. Okay? Just for the context, para masabtang na nato. So it could be a very tiny area or particle where a charge is present, either positive or negative. Again, we have two no kaning types of charges. We have the positive and then the negative charges. Okay? So suppose you have, let's have a recall first of what we discussed from the previous lesson. So suppose you have a positively charged sphere fixed on the wall. So for example, naibongbong unya na kay usa ka buok positive charge ato. And then you try to, or what happens if another positively charged sphere positively charged sphere is kaning gipaduol nimo siya atong kaning charge nga naa sa bongbong. Okay, so unsa man kahay mahitabo. Now try to remember that there are two instances or laws no nga na-involve, technically just a law nga na-involve when there are charges or kaning unsay interaction between charges. So if they are of like nga charges, meaning positive baka siya both, in this case puro positive, then they will repel each other. There is a repulsive force. So magtinukmuray sila sa usag-usa, magpalayo sila sa usag-usa. Okay? Now what if katong nga positively charged sphere nga gifix sa wall, meaning dili siya malihok, nara siya sa wall, gipaduulan siya og negatively charged nga sphere. Okay? What if unsa may mahitabo niya? Na recall another katong instance sa katong interaction between two charges. If the charges are of different or unlike siya nga charges, like positive and negative in this case, then both of them will attract each other. So meaning magpaduol sa or muduol sa ang negative charge padung sa positive charge. Okay? So there is an attractive force. Attracting meaning kanang nibunlot nila duha nga maduol sila. Okay? So again, ang duha ka scenario is if different ang iya if like ang iyang charges, positive, negative, then the charges will repel or naay repulsive force in between them. But if they are unlike charges, unlike meaning lahi og charges, positive, negative or negative, positive, then they have an attractive force or both charges will be attracted to each other. Okay? So just a recall lang sa ato ang na-discuss na sa lesson 1. Okay? Now, sa akong gingon pa, since natoy kaning mo attract baka ang duha ka charges kung unlike, and then mo repel ang duha ka charges if pareha sila o kaning nature silang charge, either positive sila or negative both, then there's a certain force that forces them to be attracted to each other or repelled against each other. Okay? Charges exert force to one another. So, mo nang naay nahitabo nga murag action or interaction between them. Okay? And that is what we will try to compute in this lesson. So, what are the factors that affect the forces between two charges? So, unsa man kaha ang mga reasons nga nung naay attractive force or unsa ka kusga ang attractive force or unsa ka kusga ang repulsive force sa duha ka charges or two charges or more. Okay, it could be in a system of charges, there are multiple charges present. Pwede daghan kaayo. Okay? Now, going back, suppose two charges exert force to one another. How do we quantify the force? Unsa man nato pagkahibaw kung unsa ka kusga ang force nga either nag-attract, or in this case, nag-attract no, kay positive and negative man siya. Okay? So, unsa ka kusga katong attractive force nila or repulsive force sa duha ka charges if both nila are like charges sila. Okay? Does it increase does the force increase if we increase the distance between the two charges? So kung ipalayo ba nato ang two charges, muna ko ba ang iyahang attractive force in this case kay positive negative ba ni? Or kung i-decrease nato, mas muna ko ba ang iyang attractive or kaning mas mugamay ba ka ang ihang attractive force kung ipaduol nato ang duha ka unlike charges. Okay? So that is actually what the Coulomb's law is trying to compute. Okay? Or help you kaning understand no unsay magnitudes of force in between two, in this case two charges lang sa. Okay? Wala pa ta sa multiple. Okay? Now, for context, before I explain or before I go over the definition of Coulomb's law, the person, and you would probably kaning guess na kung kinsay naka invent or naka-discover or nag-describe ani nga particular law, kay si Charles Augustine. Akong isuwat ha. Charles Augustine. Sorry. Ako outro ko. Charles Augustine. Sorry guys, ang penmanship kay ni Gara ang akong kuan kaning sort of rayuma. Charles Augustine de Coulomb. Okay, so he discovered this particular law, or he described this particular law in his time, in 1736 to 1806. You will find this in your study guide, by the way. Okay, so he discovered an inverse square relationship between the electrostatic force or katong repulsive or attractive force between two charges and the distance of separation between the two charges. So meaning kung unsa kalaya ang duha ka charges sa usag-usa. So naa siyay kaning kinalaman di ay ang distance sa duha ka charges sa usag-usa. For context, by the way, na ay particular no, ang usa ka particle, ang electron ug ang proton, kay naa na siya certain charge nga fixed ra gyud ha, constant na gyud siya, di siya mausab. Okay? Nakalimot lang ko sa value, but that is my assignment. I will, if di lang ko makalimot ha, that will be my assignment. I will share to you sa tunga value. Nakalimot lang ko. It was something that I learned just a few months ago, siguro to, or siguro 1 or 2 years ago, something. Nakalimot na ko bitaw. Basta kay naa to siya. It's the top of my head, naa to siya, nakabasa yun ko. Okay? So I will try to search that and then I'll share it with you. Sa basin lang, additional knowledge lang natong tanan. Okay? So again, according to Charles Augustine de Coulomb, there is an inverse relationship or square relationship between the force, attractive or repulsive force, and the distance of separation between the two charges. So meaning, a distansya has something to do with the force or the amount of force exerted, attractive force or repulsive force exerted between the two charges. So distance di ay ang rason. Okay? Now, in the Coulomb's law, it states here that the magnitude of the electric force between 2-point charges is directly proportional. So meaning mudako siya kung based on the product of the charges. So meaning kung i-multiply nimo ang duha ka amount sa charges, then mudako pud ang force. Mudako ang force or kaning mo increase ang term. Mo increase ang mo increase ang magnitude sa ato ang electrostatic force kung depende sa values of the charges sa ato ang duha ka charges. Okay? Now, inversely proportional lang siya sa distance sa duha ka charges. So meaning mo decrease siya depende or kaning naay sa ni factor ang distance sa duha ka charges sa amount of electrostatic force exerted between the two forces. Okay? So technically ang akong gitry og kaning sulti is ang distance ang naay dako nga factor sa exerted force between two charges. For now, just two charges lang sa. Okay? Masay na kung kinalaman. Now, unsay formula? The formula is what you're actually seeing in the screen. Ako lang sa ni close ang annotation ha. Sige. So, the formula, for electrostatic force, ginawa ko. Okay, balik. So the formula for solving the electrostatic force using Coulomb's law is what you're seeing on the screen. Okay? So that is the electrostatic force or Fe, aning Fe nga part, is equal to K times the absolute value, so meaning what we're intending to, we're expecting for the values of the two charges, bisag i-multiply pa siya, is positive siya always. And we'll just have to identify the direction based on the type of force nga exerted, either attractive or repulsive siya, depende sa signs or sa the type of charge sa ato ang charges. Okay, either be positive or negative siya or basta kato. So, diba, ato siya identify if unlike siya or like. Kung unlike, attractive. Kung like siya, repulsive. Okay? Dayon, R square refers to the distance between the center of the two charges. Center siya of the two charges. Okay? So, mo na pasabot sa ato ang mga symbols nila. So, K stands for a constant, and I believe it's, not really I believe, it's actually in your study guide nga. Ako lang ibutang annotation dyan. Your K, dito lang sa babaw. Your K is just actually equal to 4 times 4, K is equal to 1 over 4 times pi times the permittivity of free space. Okay? Now, permittivity of free space actually has its own value. Okay? It is 8.8542 times 10 raised to the negative 12 Coulomb square over Newton meter square. Okay? This is the value. 12 diha, 12. Okay? So this is the value of our permittivity of free space. But if you notice ato ang formula, or the original formula is actually using this part of our kani part sa kani nga formula din mo na giilis din ha. Okay? But we're using the K, which is a constant. So meaning na siya kagalingon niyang value. So pilay value di ay sa K. The value of K is actually 8.988 times 10 raised to the 9. And then that is Newton meter square over Coulomb square. Okay? So this is the value of our constant K. So later, as we kaning have more examples, no, or kaning mga problems nga atong isolve, we will just use K automatically ha sa ato ang computation. Okay? Or if the problem permits you to use the K, then use the K. Kaya mas dali naman siya. If tagaan lang ka o kaning, anyways, ang permittivity is even, no, na siya kagalingon na constant value. So, yeah. Gamitan lang automatically ang K para dili na ka mag-solve for 1 over 4 pi permittivity of free space. Nga na. Okay? So, just automatically use this value. Naani siya sa inyong study guide ha. So, you can also refer to your study guide. Okay? Madali lang. Now, basin, mga uban ninyo is thinking, sir, for example, ang ang first siya or ang charge 1 sir kay kaning mas dako siya og value compared sa charge 2. If we just kaning ignore the signs in between the two charges, okay? So siguro sir kung mas dako ang charge or mas dako ang magnitude sa charge sa usa, when I say magnitude meaning the value, okay? Kung unsa nga numero ang gigamit. Sorry. So meaning sir mas dako ang force ang gi-exert sa pikas nga charge compared sa pikas nga charge. The answer is no. Okay? If you may have encountered siguro sa inyong junior high school about sa third law of motion, no? So for every action there's an equivalent in reaction or interaction. So meaning kung unsay action sa pika side, tugbangan po na sa pika side og the same amount po of inter or reaction. Okay? Tugbangan na sila. So meaning ang force in between them regardless of the value of the charges of the two the value of the magnitude of the charges is irrelevant. Basta kay same ra ang force nga gi-exert in between them. Okay? Regardless of the value of the charges. Okay? Now, if naglibog tanong kay wala ko po mention, ang Q is that just means charge number 1. Okay? So charge number 1. And Q2 stands for charge number 2. Okay, or particle number 2 if you want to use that terminology. Okay, and again R stands for the distance between the two charges. Ako lang i-shortcut distance, meaning unsa kalaya ang duha ka unsa ka duula or unsa kalaya ang duha ka charges sa usag usa. Okay, that is just what it means. Okay, so if hopefully nasabtan na nato, let's proceed to the next slide. Now we have computations here. So we will make use of the formula to solve for this problem. Okay? So 2-point charges, charge number 1 is equal to positive 5 coulombs and charge number 2 is equal to negative 3 coulombs are separated by a distance r equal to 30,000 meters. Okay? So find the magnitude of the electric force that Q1 exerts to Q2 or vice versa. Kaya diba ingon ko, regardless og unsay kadak ang ilahang values sa duha ka charges, the force in between them is just similar or the same ra og value. Okay? And also predict whether it will be attractive or repulsive. Actually, that part of the question is easy to answer because ang imo rang buhaton is just to check if the same baka sila og sign ng atong charges or different bang ang sign sa atong charges. Now in this case, since positive man ni siya, unya negative ni siya, then this is a attractive force. Okay, again, unlike charges attract each other. So what we're gonna try to do here will be to solve for the magnitude. Okay, magnitude itong isulban. So let's try. So again, ang problem is asking for the magnitude of the electrostatic force, magnitude of the electrostatic force or Fe. Okay? Ang given is we have Q1 which is equal to positive 5 coulombs and Q2 which is equal to negative 3 coulombs. And our R is equal to 30,000. Okay? Next, what is our working equation? So, our working equation is atong gamit ganina or gidiscuss ganina, that is Fe is equal to K times the absolute value of Q1 and Q2. Now, ang sa absolute value ani niya, dili ni siya mo totally mo like for example, if we cross multiply some data, kay siguro the problem needs cross multiplication. Pwede rin mo i-transfer ang data. Okay? Pwede rin mo siya i-transfer. Ang iya na pasabot ani kay regardless of what will happen, the result of the product between two charges should be positive or kinahanglan mo positive gyud siya. So manang gibutangan siya og absolute value. Okay? Now for r square, naa siya sa ubo sa atoang, formula. Okay? So you now solve. So D is equal to, Fe rather is equal to our K which is 8.89, 8.9 988, sorry, 8.988. 88 times 10 to the negative, to the positive rather, to the positive 9, and then multiplied by the absolute value of our charges, which is 5 times 3. Okay, remember these are in coulombs, huh? Divided by 30k. I will just shortcut the 1,000 to k raised to square. Okay, so if you compute that, and I will try with using my calculator or phone rather, like calculator. So we have 8.988. Sakto ba ko? 8.988, yeah. Then times 10 raised to the 9. Dayon, multiplied by the 5 times 3, which is 15, divided by 30,000 raised to 2. And the answer should be 149.8 newtons. Newtons siya, kay, since force is actually, ang SI unit niya is in Newton. Okay? So that is the final answer. It could be, kung atong i-convert siya, or i-round siya nato to its nearest whole number, that is 150 newtons. Okay? So we will see the answer in the next slide. Again, 150 newtons ang answer. So the answer is 150 newton, and it is attractive force. Okay? Next. Or maybe you can try this on your own. So ato sa i-try analyze din kamay solve. Okay? So two charged spheres are hanging from two planes by an insulating string. Okay? One of the spheres has a charge of 6 coulombs and other has a charge of negative 12 coulombs. When two planes are at a distance of 50,000 meters, calculate the force that each sphere exerts on the other. Assume that the only force that acts on the spheres is the electrostatic force. So atong i-negate ang what do you call this one? Ang air nga maybe blowing sa ato ang spheres. Kinaghang naman siya sa string, so maybe mauyog ang ato ang spheres na tungod sa hangin. So ato na siya i-ignore. So ang only element that is affecting our the interaction between the two spheres is just the electrostatic force. Okay? So first mo lang gihapon, identify nimo ang gitry og pangita sa problem. So in this case, ang pangita is ang Fe. Okay? Ang iyang given dayon ikaduha. Ang letter B na to is ang iyang given. So we have one charge nga 6 coulombs positive, and we also have another charge which is negative 12 coulombs. So naa siya positive ug negative nga charges. So naa siya attractive force nga na-exert in between them. Now, for the distance, we are also given the data, which is 50,000 meters. Now, take note ha, ang unit of measurement nga dapat ani is in meters. Okay? Kaya di ba, Newton meter square over coulomb man siya. Okay? So, kinahanglan matuman po na siya nga mga SI nga na-present. So, dapat meters and coulombs, ang usa is in Newton. Okay? So, sakto na yan 50,000 meters naman siya. So, di na nato need siya i-convert into meters. Okay? Now, to calculate, again, the formula sa letter C, ang working equation nato is Fe is equal to, okay, so what? Para di lang tamawa. So, that's Fe is equal to K. Again, use K na ha. Ayaw tong 1 over 4 times pi and times permittivity of free space nga 8.85485 something. 8542 times 10 to the negative 12. And then, that's coulomb square over Newton meter square. Okay. So, kanilang gamita ang K ra gihapon. And again, the value of K is 8.988 times 10 raised to the 9. Then that is Newton meter square over coulomb. Okay? Sorry. So, ang kaning K, multiply nato sa, that is the absolute value of charge 1, then absolute multiplied by charge 2 divided by the square of the distance between the two charges. Okay? So, kanang gamiton. Then, you can solve for the value of the magnitude of the electric force between them. Okay? Sige. So, you do that on your own sa inyong mga balay. So, here's another one. And we'll try also to solve this one. So, two equally charged spheres exerts 12 Newton to each other. If they are separated by a distance of 12 meters, calculate the charge on either sphere. Okay? So, ato ni try solve. So, first, kung sa'yo ipangita sa problem, ang ato ako nung charge. Okay? Charge na to. Now, it is stated here sa problem nga, two equally charged sphere. Okay? Two equally. Ang term is equally. So, meaning pariha ang values ni charge 1 and charge 2. So, you can say charge 1 is equal to charge 2, or you can assign another kaning variable nga mo represent sa values nilang duha. So, I can say this is just Q. Okay? Q siya. Okay? And this will be what the problem is looking for. Okay? Letter B, ang gihatag nga mga data is that we are given the electrostatic force. Again, it is in Newton. So, that's a giveaway na nga electrostatic force siya. Okay? So, that's Fe is equal to 12 Newton. Another data nga gihatag is that na siya distance nga equal to 12 meters. Okay? So, ang sunod is, wala naman siguro yung data gihatag sa atoang problem. We can proceed with the working equation, which is f of E is equal to K times the absolute value of charge 1 and charge 2, where in this case, pwede na siya isuwat as Q times Q. Okay? Referring to this one, Q times Q over R square. So, we're going to manipulate our formula so that ang ato ang makitaan is ang ato ang Q. Q's din he. Okay? So, again, you can express Q1 and Q2 as Q times Q. So, that's what we're going to do. That will become K times Q times Q. Dili 99 na Q na siya. Over R square. Okay? And that will become Q times the absolute value of Q square over R square. Now, take note, this is still in Fe. Now, since ang atong goal is to get Q square, then we will transfer every data nga nasa atong tika side or tapad ni Q square padung sa Fe. So, we will start with R square. Okay? Ang R square nato, since denominator man siya, so it will be cross-multiplied to Fe. So, this will become Fe and then R square. Now, since this K here is technically the numerator, or will go to the numerator, multiply to the numerator of our fraction, ipapadong man na siya din ha, ma-multiply. Okay? So, kani siya, in cross multiply will be divided to the other side. So, mahimo siyang divided by K. Sorry, ako sa nairisyon ng samo. Okay? Then, will be equal to, since nangawala naman ng K of R square din ha, then Q square will remain, or absolute value of Q square. Okay? Or, since square will always have a positive number regardless of the value, then the absolute value can be deleted. Pwede na po niya siya mawala. Kaya again, ang purpose agad sa absolute value is that ang ato lang charge, or ang product sa charges nato will always be a positive number. What the purpose niya? So, since Q naman natong kuhaon, so we will square root both sides. 2 na ha. Square root both sides. So, cancel ang squared. Therefore, ang ato ang working equation will be Q is equal to the square root of Fe times R square over K. Okay? Sige, let's try. So, our D atong problem solving will become Q is equal to the square root of, okay? Square root of Fe, ang Fe nato is 12 newtons, okay? So, that's 12 times R square, okay? R square nato is 12 gihapon. 12 gihapon na R square. Ang gi-raise lang to 2. Okay, remember, R square is just the R raised to square, okay? Divided by our K, which is 8.8, not 8 lagi, 988 times 10 raised to the 9. Okay? So if you compute that, everything, you can start with the 12 sa ha. 12 times 12, since square magyapon na siya, so times 12 lang yapon na technically. So 12 times 12 times 12, and that is 1,728. Okay? I-divide nimo siya, ang answer, sa 8.988 times 10 raised to the positive 9. Okay? So the answer will be a very small number, 0.000000019 something. Na po siya yung mga additional nga decimals. Na ang sunod ana, imo kopyahon or imo i-square root ang answer. Kaya, so i-square root nimo ang answer. Let me just try to makopy ba nila ako. Kadali lang. I'm using my phone by the way sa pag-calculate anak niyo. So, so there are how many zeros again? 9, 2, 2, 5, 6, 3, 4. That's a lot actually to remember. I'll just write here, ha? Square root, sorry. It's a lot of decimals. 0.0000001922563411789. Okay? So, my suggestion, by the way, sa decimals no is copy as much as you can. Okay? Pero ang final answer will be, pwede ra, either 3, 4 lang siguro. 4 to 5 decimal places para more accurate siya. Kay, kung for example, 5 decimal places na, very minuscule differences na lang yun ang atong makitaan. Okay? Sige. So, I will try to square root that large of a decimal number. Okay? So, square root of 0.000000019 22563 41789. Okay? So the answer would be 0.004384705 something spare. Or you can rewrite this if you try to move the decimal place to the left. So we move it 4 times until 4. So you can write this as 4 times, sorry, let me repeat. That's 4.3847, pwede na 7 po to, times 10. Since we move to the right, so this is negative 4. Since this is charge, so this will be in coulombs, and that will be your final answer. Okay, hopefully I am correct. So we had actually very kaning many decimal places, so I might be wrong kay tungod sa kaning the number of decimals nga akong i-consider, but hopefully I'm correct. Okay, so that's 4.3847 times 10 to the negative 4 coulombs. Okay, I'll try to remember. Alright, I can see it in my phone anyways. So, erase. Oh, so, sakto siya. So, 4.38, sakto, times 10 to the negative 4 coulombs. Okay? So, yan na siya pag-compute. You can also try this one on your own. So, 2 spheres, one is charged twice as much as the other. So, you can have that considered as well in computing for the charge. Okay? Are separated within the distance of 6 meters. So at this distance, they exert 20 newtons to each other. Calculate the charge of each sphere. So ang imuhang data, ang imuhang problem nag-ask gihapon sa charge sa kada sphere. Okay? So ang usa twice lang ang charge sa pikas. Okay? So ako lang i-try og for context lang para ma-help ninyo sa solving. So pwede nimo for example, ibutang ang Q1 as Q lang alone. Okay? Q lang alone. Dayon, ang Q2 nimo, since gingon din ni is charged twice man kuno, so you can say that's 2Q. Okay? Duha ka Q. Charged twice man. Okay? Then you can do the math. The same nagyapon sa gibuhat nato sa atong problem kaganina. Okay? And then, sa mga givens ninyo, you have distance of 6 meters. Again, since this is already in meters, so there's no need for you to convert it to meters. Dito na lang. And then, since this is talking about newtons, then you'd expect that this is the electrostatic force or Fe. So, mahog siya nga Fe is equal to 20 newtons. And your R, walay square, R na siya alone, is equal to 6 meters. Okay? Then you can do the calculation using the formula. So technically, you will still end up with the same styles, no, or almost the same steps with how we computed for the other problem prior to this one. Okay? Before this one ba? So let's proceed, no? So in solving problems involving Coulomb's law, make sure that all of the units are expressed in terms of the SI. So that's what I told you. So kaganina, yan ako nga dapat ang distance is in meters, ang forces is in newtons, and ang charges is in coulombs. Okay? If na yung mga sumpay, like mga microcoulombs or nanocoulombs or kilometers or centimeters or whatnot, okay, you have to convert them to their specific SI unit. So kinahanglan nga ang katong kilometers may imong meters sa siya, so imo siya i-convert, or katong coulombs nga microcoulombs kinahanglan imo siya i-convert nga atong times 10 to the negative something kay micro man, so I think that's 6 if sakto kong dumdum, so that's times 10 to the negative 6. Okay, sort of like that. So para sakto yun ang computation nimo or imo makuha nga answer. Okay, sige. So for example lang, if you notice lang from the other two examples nung atong gitry og solve sa atong slides dinhi, there were just two charges present. So na charge 1 and charge 2. Okay, but what if there are multiple charges? So unsa na to pag visualize kung asa pa do or kung unsay forces nga nag-act upon sa particular charge, either repulsive ba siya or attractive force ba ang naka-affect sa iya, ha? Okay, so sa ingana mga scenario, mas helpful sa ato na kung naatay kaning visual picture or kaning drawing o unsa ang mga interactions of the forces sa interaction of the charges between themselves. Okay, and that is where free body diagrams comes in. Okay, free body diagrams. So free body diagrams are diagrams used to show the relative magnitude and direction of all forces acting upon an object in a given situation. Now this is actually similar, no, sa atong gibuhat sa physics 1 or sa katong graphical method of vector quantities. Okay, katong naay mga arrow-arrow nga mga nahitabo. But sa free body diagram, we're just concerned kung unsay directions nga naka-act upon on a specific charge nato nga gifocusan. Okay, sa atong gifocus nga particular charge. So maybe natin slide later na makita. Okay, so let me show example. So refer to these three interacting particles. We have particles A, B, and C, all of which have maybe naay uban nila nga pareha, naay usa nga nagpalahi. So in this case, ang B ang negative, ang A ug ang C are positive charges. Okay, so unsa man kahay interactions nga nahitabo between these three charges. Okay, now in creating the free body diagram, you have to choose kung unsa nga particular charge, or not technically you, but kung unsa lay giingon sa problem, ha. So for example, what ay problem, you can choose, ikaw mismo ang mopili kung asa ka mo focus na particular charge, and that will be your focus charge or imuhang relative charge. Okay. Now for example, sa kani, if relative to A lang, so meaning nag-focus na sa A, okay, nag-focus na sa A, so we're going to be looking into the force no gi-exert sa other charge padung sa A. Okay, balisi ha. So ang A na to ang murag anchor, murag atong point of reference. So ang atong gi-try og tan-aw will be the force nga gi-exert sa other charge. For example, B, unsay gi-exert ni B parong ni A, or kung siyang ato ang other charge, unsay force nga gi-exert ni C parong ni A. Okay, parong ni A. So it could be repulsive or attractive depende sa unsay charges nga present sa duha ka sa gi-focus nimo nga duha ka charges. Okay? So let's have letter A for example. So sa A, So mag-focus ta sa direction no or sa kaning force nga ni-act upon gikan ni B padung ni A. So since B and A are negative and positive respectively, so naay attractive force. So meaning moduol si B padung ni A. So ang direction sa imong arrow will be, let me show it through annotation. Okay? So si B moduol sa A because lahi-lahi man sila og charges. So ang direction at point A will be padung ing ana. Okay? Padung ing ana ang direction sa ato ang force. You can notate it as B to A. Okay? Ang force nag-exert from B to A. Okay? So for example, imo po tanaw ng force nga ni-act upon between A and C. Okay? Now notice nga positive si A and positive si C. Okay? So ang iyahang force will be wait lang sa Tara ko siya imagine. Or tanaw na to din. From B to A. From A. B to A. Ang force ang i-exert from B to A. So since attractive man siya, so amuduol siya. Ipaduol. And since repulsive man siya, so palayo. Okay. So nara ko error na slight error. Okay. So let's notate again. Or sige, notate sa ato ang slide. Okay? So this is actually looking into letter A no sa dinhi sa ato ang diagram. Okay? So ang atong focus will be on sa interaction ni A padung atong force nga o sa other charge nga dili ang atong focus. For example, si B ug si C in this case. Unsa iyang interaction aton? So since si A is positive and B is negative, therefore ang direction sa iyang force will be attractive. So meaning padung si A ni B. Magpaduol si A ni B. So mao ning nakita ninyo kaning sa ubos. Sorry. Kaning sa ubos, kaning nga side, ano ba ni? Kaning nga area dinhi, padung sa sorry ni siya. Southwest. Southwest siya nga direction, okay? Kay kung tanaw ninyo balik sa atong diagram, di ba southwest man si B sa ato ang A. Okay? So, mao to ang direction niya is padung sa southwest. Now, ang interaction ni A padung ni C is repulsive man. So, mapalayo kuno si A ni C. Kaya parehas man sila positive. So, therefore, gikan sa point A, mapalayo siya, o yung direction is opposite sa unsa iyang connection padung ni C. So, kung tanaw ninyo ning babaw nga part, FC to A, ang iyahang arrow is padung sa northwest. Okay? Kay mo man ihapong kuan diri interaction ni A. Okay? Padung siya sa northwest, kamo palayo man siya sa C. Kay parehas man sila positive. Okay? Now if we focus on B, let's say kani relative to beta, relative to B. Kani ikaduha nga picture na sa right side. Okay? Kung relative to beta, so ato tan-awon si B nga connected parong ni A. Okay? So since they have this different nga sa charges, signs, different nga charges, then si B magpaduol ni A. Okay? Magpaduol siya ni A. So if you look at the arrow nga FA to B or kanang arrow nga nagtudlo padung sa northeast, the northeast ang yung direction because may direction padung ni A gikan ni B. Okay? May direction niya padung sa northeast para maduol siya ni A. Okay? Now, if tanaw na to ang iyang interaction with C, ang interaction ni B padung ni C, pareha different sila og charges, positive and negative and positive. Okay? So therefore there is also an attractive force. So si B magpaduol sa diay siya ni C, or ang direction sa iyang arrow will be pointing to C. So if you notice sa ato ang drawing diri or diagram dinhi, si F C to B is pointing towards kung unsay direction diri ni C with respect to B or relative to B. Okay? So as sa C, for example sa C, Tanaw na to ang interaction ni C padung ni A ug B. So, since si A ug si C are of the same charges, therefore, si C magpalayo ni A. So, iyang i-point ang opposite direction ni A. So, mao ni siyang, if makita ninyo sa ato ang screen, kaning FA to C is pointing towards southeast. Okay? Kaya mao man tong opposite direction padung ni A. And also, kung interaction ni C parong ni B, since lahi-lahi man sila sa charge, kanang sa hindi ay ingon charge, then mutudlo ang mupaduol si C padung ni B. So mo nang diri sa ato ang diagram, ang direction sa arrow is nagpoint towards ni B. Kanang FB to C. Okay? So mao na siya ang ato ang diagrams with respect to the different charges, okay, and in its interaction towards the other charges. Now, how can we solve the net force in a system of point charges? We can actually make use, no, let's read first kanang unsay nakita sa screen. What happens when multiple charges are present? All other charged particles exert force to one another. So, meaning, na ay particular force nga present in between those charges. So, na sila ginabuhat, depende sa unsay ilang interaction, in the situation. Like, kung puro ba sila positive, in this case, puro sila positive, or naaba kay usa nga negative, or naaba kay multiple negatives, so on and so forth. Okay? Focus on charge particle, charge 1, Q1. Okay, for example, so unsay interaction ka niya with respect sa other particles or other charges. Okay? So other positively charged particles repel. Okay, positive man sila tanan. So magpalayo silang tanan sa usag-usa. Or in this case, sa charge 1 lang sa ang focus. So magpalayo ang charge kaning usa ka charge, another charge ug another charge sa atong charge number 1. Okay? The overall force felt by charge 1 is the sum of all the forces. So, para ma-compute nato ang net force nga ni na-exert padung ato ni charge 1, we'll just have to sum, i-add. I-add nato tanan ang forces niya, including the particular nga unsa ba ka siya, kung attractive or repulsive ba siya. And depende sa arrow pud no nga naka-exert. So, magbase ta sa ato ang arrow, okay, or direction sa ato ang gitudlo. For example, if it's pointing or the interaction is pointing towards the left, then it's gonna have the negative sign, no, attached to it to indicate that the direction of the force is in the negative direction. Okay, so since forces are actually vector quantities, then you would expect that direction is a big thing or a thing that has to be considered as well. Okay? So, yung ana siya. So, iapang-add na nato ang mga forces to know pila ang total or net force nga na feel or na exert towards a particular charge. And that is where superposition of forces comes in. Okay? It is just explaining nga ang net force sa usa ka charge is just the summation or the total sum of all the other forces exerting towards the particular charge, exerted towards that particular charge. Okay? So when more than two charges are present, the resultant force on any one of them equals the vector sum of the forces exerted by the various individual charges. So vector sum siya, total. Okay? So na ang formula sa inyong screen. Now this is just kung ano kaning a symbolical or kaning sa what you call this one, algebraic way of showing you nga ipatotal ra gyud tanang forces nga ni-act upon a particular charge, and that will be the net force of that charge in that particular closed system. Okay, or system of point charges. Now this one is actually a kuan kaning a challenging no nga example na siya actually sa inyong study guide. Maybe I can try to solve it for you. Sige, last na ni siya I think nga example sa ato ang slide. So three charges lie along the x-axis as shown in the figure below. A positive charge 15 nanocoulombs. Nano is times 10 to negative 9, so we will convert that number later to its equivalent, no, nga conversion. And the distance between, or the location rather, the position of our charge is at 2 meters. Okay, 2 meters siya. Dayon sa ato ang Cartesian, okay? Just to be clear, sa Cartesian siya na locate. Cartesian pa tumang ana. Okay? So, for example, 2, so somewhere din na-locate ato ang charge. Okay? Somewhere din or din na-locate rather. Okay, specific man siya, 2 meters. And then another positive charge, doon na ka positive charge. Okay? Another positive charge is located at the origin. Sa origin ko no, at the origin. And its charge is 6 nanocoulombs. Okay? So we have to convert that later again to times 10 to the negative 9. Okay? And the resultant force acting on Q3 is 0. So meaning, ang ato ang F na I is equal to 0. Okay? So what is the x-coordinate of Q3? So unsa man kaha ang location or position sa ato ang Q3. Now this diagram over here, or kaning figure there rather, nga gipakita sa screen, is actually describing no kung unsay nahitabo sa ato ang kaning problem. Okay? So we have two charges. Ang usa is located at 2, ang usa is located at the origin. And since they're talking about a result, another charge which is charge 3, it is somewhere in between charge 1 and charge 2. But its location is unknown. Okay? We're only told nga ang iyahang force, ang resultant force nga naka-act upon niya is just 0. So we're going to consider that later sa ato ang calculation. Okay? Now what is the x-coordinate of Q3? Mao na ang gipangita sa problem. So unsay position sa ato ang charge number 3. Okay? Let me just check no sa ako ang reference kaya base parita ang patakag compute. Okay. So if we refer lang ta sa ato ang diagram here. Okay? Or maybe let's start with atong usual being kaning pag-compile sa mga pag-try o solve sa usa ka problem. We start with what is being asked. We're being asked with the coordinate no, x coordinate of charge number 3. Of coordinate of charge 3. Okay? This is what we're going to figure out. Ang ato ang B is what are the given. So we're given with charge number 1 which is equal to 15 nanocoulombs. N na agamay dili, N na dako. So N coulombs, or this is just equal to 15 times 10 to the negative 9 coulombs. Okay? So we convert na ako siya dito. We also are given with charge number 2 which is 6 nanocoulombs, or 6 times 10 to the negative 9 coulombs. Okay? We're also given with the distances no sa ato ang, or not distance, position rather. Position sa ato ang position sa ato ang charges. Okay? So we have position sa charge 1, we have 2 meters. At 2 meters siya. Okay? So at position 2. And then we have our position sa atong charge 2 which is at the 0 meters or the origin. Okay? So if you look into the diagrams, mo ni siya ang nahitabo. So ang distance di ay between charge 2 and charge 1 is just 2 meters. Okay? And the charge 3 is located in between the two charges. So let's say for example, managlahi man gyud nag-distance ang charge charge 2 padung sa charge 3 o ang charge 3 padung sa charge 2, lahi man gyud ni siya nga distansya. Okay? So mo nang ipakita sa diagram nga lahi siya og distance. Okay? Now for example, iyang giset ang distance sa Q2 Q3 as x. Okay? So meaning naa siya variable x sa for now kay wa man ta kahibaw kung pila siya. So if x ang distance sa Q2 ug sa Q3, then you would know nga ang distance di ay nga nahibilin from the charge 3 to charge 1 is just 2 meters minus x. Kay kung 2 meters man ang distance in between, ang 2 meters ang distance sa charge 2 to charge 1, then kung imong minusan na siya sa distance ni charge 2 padung sa charge 3, then ang mahibid din will be the distance of charge 3 to charge 1. Okay? So, mo ning ipakita din sa diagram. Okay? And we will be using those kani nga mga data, kani siya din nga data, in assigning no the distance between the two charges with respect to the charge 3. For example, this will be x will be the distance of the r in between charge 2 and charge 3. Okay? Mo na siya. And 2x rather, 2 minus x rather, sorry, 2 minus x is equal to the distance between charge 3 to charge 1. Okay? Mura na akong i-follow ha. Ang distance din hi x. Ang distance din hi 2 minus x. Okay? So, anong gamiton sa ilahang r later? Now, if we're gonna apply the superposition of forces here sa toong problem, then we would know nga if we focus on charge number 3 kay mao maihang gipangita din nga coordinate, okay? Then we would know that the force acting upon charge 2 to 3 siya, kay ang ulhing apart will be kung unsa ta nga focus charge ni nag-focus 2 to 3, positive siya kay since it's going to the negative na siya rather. Negative siya, sorry, unsa naman ni? Negative siya because if you look into our kuan, the direction of our force is pointing towards charge 2 no, kay laylay man sila og sign. So that is going to the left. Therefore, that is a negative sign. I-plus nimo siya sa direction sa force acting upon charge 3 padung sa charge 1. And that is going to the right. Therefore, that is positive charge from 1 to 3. Again, ang last part will be kung asa ka nag-focus. Nag-focus man sa 3. Okay? So, di na ta magbutang. Okay? Now, we know that this is equal to 0. Okay? Kaya bautang equal siya sa 0. So, therefore, kung ako ni-transpose ang F2 to 3, kay negative man ni, ibalhin ako sa pika side, this will become F1 to 3 is just equal to F2 to 3. Okay? So, ma-establish na to siya yung ana. So, we're in the solving part, by the way ha. Solving na tanga part. So, ang working equation, parong na nato makuha. Dayon, we know that the formula for the force or electrostatic force is equal to ingani. We have K times charge, since mo man ang charges nato, so that's charge number 1 and charge number 3 over ang atong x din, kaning ato ang r din hi. R sa 2, sorry, 1 to 3 mga so 1 to 3 dai, sorry. That is 1 to 3. Okay? And that is equal to ang K times the charge 2 rather to charge 3 over the distance square di between 2 to 3. That's square. Okay? Then you can apply no cancellation. For example, pwede na ito makancel si K, kaya kung atong i-cross multiply ang K parang sa pikas, then it will cancel out each other. As well as ang atong Q3, makancel na gyapon ng Q3. So what will be left is Q1 over R1 to 3 raised to square and Q2 R2 to 3 square. Muna lang siya ang mahibilin. Now take note, kani siya is just equal to kani. So kani iyang data or iyang value. And ang kani, kaning sa ubos is just equal to this one. So kani ang iyang value. So we can substitute dili lang sa pikas ha. So that will become Q1 over, that is, ang 1 to 3 man. So kani, that is 2 minus x square is equal to Q2 over kani man, that is x square. Okay? Then you can do cross multiplication na. So i-cross multiply na to, then cross multiply na to. So that will become, naglibog na ko inibutang tungkol sa kataas sa solution. So we have Q1, then x squared is equal to Q2 times 2 minus x squared. Okay? Later na nato ibutang ang values. Kaya naman tayo values din. Okay? So next, we have ato sa ni-expand. So mahog na siyang Q1 x squared is equal to Q2 times 2 minus 4x, not 2, sorry, 4 di 4 minus 4x minus x squared. Okay? So since na expand naman siya, isa na ko mamove sa ubos, no problem ron. Ako lang guro ibutang, ako ibutang ita sa solution. Dili lang guro sa ubos ha. Ako tayo continue. Okay? So, so since we know that the values of Q1 and Q2 is na dili gihatag, or even kanidi ay kay mo may naka-kuan, then we can substitute that sa ato ang values diri sa Q1 ug Q2. So mahug na siya ngani dili lang guro sa ubos. We have 6 Q1 man siya, so that's 15 rather. So ato nimo 15 times 10 raised to the negative 9 x squared is equal to, ang atong Q2 is that is 6 Newton Coulomb. Nano Coulomb, sorry. Nano Coulomb. So that is what do you call this one? 6 times 10 to the negative 9, and then 4 minus 4x minus x squared. Okay? Then you can distribute this no padung sa ato ang mga quantity terms. Okay? So ako lang ditsuon, naara man sa siya sa study guide actually. So atong ditsuon, dili na ko ibutang sa igbaw. That will become negative 9 times 10 to the negative 9x squared minus 2.4x times 10 sorry, to the negative 8x plus 2.4 times 10 to the negative 8 is equal to 0. Okay? So mao na mahimong result sa ato ang bitaw nung minus man. Plus din na siya. Sorry, my bad. Plus din na siya. Yan, you can rearrange na kung ano. Sige. Kataas sa solution. Sige. Padayon ta. So, for this one, para dili lang mo madugay, you can actually apply quadratic formula, no? Quadratic formula. So, that is katong x is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay? Just apply that one. So, understand, asa napita ang b. So, ang b na to is kani. Ang atong a is kani. Ang atong c is kanitanan. Okay? So, i-substitute lang na siya. So, just to to shorten this video because it's already more than an hour nga pag-discuss. Okay? So the solution is actually quite long for just this particular example. So later, if you try to solve for this one, you would come up with a value, no, and that is equal to, kung ibutan this obos, 0.775 meters, and that is your final answer. Okay? And I think na i-answer dito sa ato ang kuan. So again, the final answer is 0.775. So So atong i-try og here's atong annotation. Oh, there. 0.775 ang iyang answer. Okay? So you can do the other kuan pod kaning example here over here. So again, this is just a very long pod na solution ma-involve. Okay? So that is all for this video. If you have any questions regarding the topic, I know that it's quite overwhelming, no, because it's the start of the calculations na gyud regarding electric charges. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ping me or send me a message, and I will try to answer your question as soon as I can. And that will be the end of the video. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.